So we're still here, toes tucked under. Knees are on the mat, and have a seat on your heels. We call this broken toe stretch in Indian yoga, and in African yoga it's called sesh pose. Go ahead and put your palms onto the mat, give your toes a tap. Bring your feet together, send your knees as wide apart as feels comfortable, and send your hips back. Into a child's pose, rest your head down for a moment and breathe. Press into your palms, lift yourself up. Knees come back close together, have a seat onto your heels. Hands come together in pyramid palms. I like to call these Hova hands for Jay-Z. But it's a way that we activate our third eye energy in Kemetic yoga. So go ahead and put your pyramid palms down onto the floor in front of you. Lift your hips and press your forehead into your palms. And bring your hips back down. Have a seat onto your heels. Stretch your arms up high towards the ceiling. Palms come together over your head. Suck your belly in, and as you fold forward over your thighs, bring your hands down to the mat or to the floor. You have to suck your belly in to lift yourself all the way up into one piece. Arms stay right in line with your ears. I'm going to fold down one more time. Draw your belly in. Keep using those core muscles in your stomach to lift yourself back up one piece. Exhale, lower your arms down. Shift off of your heels to come into a seated cross-leg position. Locust pose, also called wisdom knot in African yoga. My right shin is in front of my left, but it's okay if yours is reversed because we'll do the other side at some point. Arms stretch out wide in front of you for corpse pose, mummy arms. And a twist from your belly, twist towards your right. And then bend down, give your shin, your knee a hug. Give your knee a hug. Lift your chest up, arms go back straight to your mummy, arms come back to center. Twist towards your left, fold down, and give your opposite knee a hug. Inhale, come back to center. Mummy arms again, roll over your shins, come into your tabletop shape. Just like we did when we were standing, lift your right heel towards your glutes. Lift that leg back behind you. Bend your knee so it's out to the side. And then step that foot forward so it's on the outside of right hand. We'll be in a lunge. Press into your feet and your knees to lift yourself all the way up to your low lunge. Arms reach up high towards the ceiling. Bring your palms together above your head and lean your chest forward as you lean your upper back back. If it feels okay, you can let your head drop back. Come into a back bend in your lunge shape. In the same way we got out, lift your head up, chin comes back parallel to the floor. Lifting your upper back straight. Right palm is behind the left as you exhale, lower both hands down to your right knee. Palms stay touching. And then shift your hips forward, take a deep stretch into your lunge, take a breath here. And then reach down and give your thigh a hug. So we give ourselves a lot of love in this African yoga practice. exhale, bring your hands down to your mat or to the floor. And let this knee fall out to the side. And to fall out to the side, you have to walk your right foot over to your left side. So this leg is parallel. If you had a mat, it'd be parallel to the front of your mat. So one leg is bent in front of you like the half of a Z. Left leg is straight back behind you for crocodile pose. Then come down to your forearms, resting on your forearms and Sphinx arms. So you feel this stretch on the outside of your hip. And sometimes it feels really nice to rest your head all the way down in this pose and take a few breaths here. If you lowered your head down, lift your head back up, press back into your palms. This hip is going to rest onto the ground so you can sweep your opposite leg back behind you to come back into your seated cross-leg pose. From your seated cross-leg, one more time, arms stretched long in front of you, twist towards your left. Reach down and grab onto your left shin, so your left knee, give yourself some love. Come back to center. Arms nice and straight, right in line with your shoulders. Twist from your core, from your torso, reach down and give your opposite knee a hug. Come back to center, both arms straight, placing both forearms onto the mat, back to your Sphinx palms, Sphinx arms. And then from here, press into your palms to roll over your shins. Coming back into tabletop, our all fours pose where we started. I'm just going to turn so my left side is facing the camera. So left knee bends and lifts off the mat to squeeze your heel in towards your glutes, towards your butt. Take that knee out to the side. Knee is in line with your hip like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Step the left foot forward so it's on the outside of your left hand into your lunge shape. Press into your foot, press into your knee to lift both arms up high towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Bring both of your palms together, reach a little bit higher. Your chest presses forward, feeling the stretch in your low back. If it feels okay, let your head drop back. Take a back bend. Bring your chin back parallel to the floor, your head lifts. Shoulders are right over your hips. Left palm comes behind the right as you exhale, lower both hands to the top of your left knee. And shift your hips forward, come into your lunge. Hips stay forward, reach down and give your thigh a hug. Lower your hands back down to the mat. Back to our crocodile pose. The left foot starts to walk over towards your right side. So you can bring your left shin parallel to the mat. So left shin is bent in a Z straight. Right leg is straight back behind you. Press into your palms, lift your chest up. Feel the stretch in your hip. And lower down to your Sphinx arms. So forearm plank. Palms are flat on the mat, fingers are nice and wide. arms are parallel, your elbows right underneath your shoulders. And either hang out here or make a pillow with your arms and rest your head down for 3 breaths. When you're ready, lift yourself back up to your palms. This hip is going to rest down onto the floor so you can sweep the back leg back behind you, coming back into your seated cross leg. Just turning to face the camera. Arms straight out in front of you, pyramid pose, mummy arms, twist. Reach down and grab your knee, give yourself a hug. Inhale, lift it back up to center. Twist towards your opposite side, give your opposite knee a hug, reach down. Bring it back to center, folding over, pull the shins, bring your forearms down to the ground, Sphinx arms. And then from here, press into your palms to roll over your shins, coming back to tabletop. I'm going to flow through that one more time and add on our peak pose. So right heel lifts towards your glutes. Lift your knee off the ground. Sweep that knee out to the side so it's right in line with your hip, dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Step that foot forward so it's right on the outside of right palm. You're in your low grounded lunge, your Deb lunge, touching the earth. Deb is the earth. Press into your palms to lift both arms, lift your chest up high towards the ceiling. Palms connect right above your head. Lean back into your back bend, let your head drop back if that feels okay for your neck. Lift yourself back up into one line, right palm behind the left as you exhale. Lower your hands down to your knee. And shift your hips forward, take a deeper lunge, take a breath. Grab onto your right thigh, give yourself a little hug. And bring your hands down to the mat. Right foot is going to walk over to your left side so you can rest the right knee, right shin onto the floor. Lower down into your Sphinx arms. Forearms are parallel, palms are completely flat. Press down to lift yourself up. The back leg is going to sweep back behind you, coming into your seated cross leg pose. Both arms lift out wide in front of you, twist towards your right, grab onto your right shin, give yourself a hug. Lift yourself up, back to center, twist towards your left. Come back up to center, palms resting in front of you. This time, right shin stays forward, the left leg is going to sweep back behind you, coming back into crocodile pose. Then lift the right foot to come back to your lunge. Tuck the left toes under to lift the left knee up and step the left foot in. So your feet are about 3 inches apart or so. Palms come together. Both legs are straight, pyramid pose. This is our peak pose for today. Nice and grounded like the great pyramids of Egypt. Feeling the stretch all in the back of your legs and your hamstrings. Separate your palms to bring both hands down to the mat. Bend your right knee. Send the left leg back into space. Then bring the right knee back to your tabletop. You gotta do all that on the left side, and then we'll close out the movement portion of our class. So from here, left heel lifts up towards your glutes. Knee lifts off the ground. Sweep that left knee out to the side, dog peeing on a fire hydrant. And step your left foot forward on the outside of your left hand. Press into your foot and your knee to lift both arms. Lift your chest up high towards the ceiling. Stretch up. Palms come together to take the back bend. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Left palm behind the right. Exhale, lower both hands down to your left knee. And shift your hips forward. Take a stretch. Deeper stretch. Go ahead and grab onto your left thigh. Give yourself a hug. Then bring both hands down to the mat. Pigeon pose, left foot walks over to the right side. So rest your knee and your shin down. Stretch the right leg long. Lift your chest. And then exhale, lower down to your forearms, Sphinx arms. When you're ready, press yourself back up. Fold to your left hip so you can sweep the right leg from back behind you. Seated cross legs, waist and knot, arms stretch long in front of you, twist towards your left. Go ahead and give the left knee a hug. Inhale, back to center. Twist towards your right. Give the right knee a hug. Bring it back to center to bring both forearms down to the mat, Sphinx pose. And this time, keep your left shin forward. Right leg is going to slide back behind you. Back to crocodile. Tuck the right toes under to lift the left knee back up to your lunge. Keep the right toes tucked under to lift the right knee off the mat, and then step the right foot forward so that both legs are straight, both heels are on the ground. Bring your palms together on the inside of your left foot for pyramid pose. Feel the backs of your hamstrings stretch. Separate your palms to bring them back down to the floor. Back into your lunge. Lower the back knee down. Left leg swings back behind you. Palms come back into your diamond hover shape. Place them onto the mat. Place your forehead into your diamond to close out your practice.